fly out to left, and now a line out to short, and a quick 2 outs for the starting pitcher, Andrew Decker.
Yeah, he's throwing strikes right away, and he's got 2 quick outs. That's the way you love to start a softball game.
Next batter is Michael Holka. He's the starting shortstop. And Holka has pitch come inside, a swing and a miss. Another one comes inside. The catching duties for Toledo Fire. That is Colin Brennan behind the plate. And next pitch, a ball.
Making him come in. That was ball 4.
Every at-bat starts with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. And so Mike Holka is aboard with 2 outs.
Don't see a lot of walks in softball, but there was the first one of the night.
And now here's Jeff Ellis. Ellis, one of the extra hitters in the lineup. And Ellis puts it on the ground to short. Play at second. You go 6-4 on the putout. That's Peterson to Dieter Lisi, and that is it for the Oregon Firefighters in the top half of the first. Toledo Fire coming to the plate when we return.
Here.
Cam Weber leads off for Toledo Fire and gets under this one as he takes it down the left field line. Will it stay in play? Yes, it will. Caught about 10 feet before the line there in left by Dustin Eiler.
And for Zach McPherson, the pitcher for the Oregon Firefighters, quickly 1 out. Ball was hit well. Brad carried, but it's a big ballpark to hit a softball out of.
It does look like there was a pitching change made. John Romstadt is currently out there, at least that's what the back of the jersey says right there for the Oregon Firefighters.
Yeah, we were told Zach McPherson would go to the bump.
And next pitch is a little bit up and away. Mike Roberts behind the plate for Oregon Firefighters.
Nice crowd stayed around and came in, and the fire departments have got to be appreciative of that. Nice play.
Ball. Nice stab at third. The throw over in time. How about that?
Whoa.
Nick Weismer.
Wow. I was getting ready to write down base hit. Look at that replay. Extends far to his left, gets it, and a good call by the umpire. It was bang, bang, but he was out.
This kind of plays, they go down in the book as just your everyday 5-3, but
yeah,
they'll be talking about that one. Next at the plate is Jackson Lamb out of Bedford High School, former University of Michigan Wolverine.
We covered a lot of his games of his when he was in high school at Bedford. Great athlete.
All-around athlete. He's going to drive one to center on a line, base hit. First hit of the ball game comes from Jackson Lamb.
Well,
two-out single.
Doesn't matter if it's baseball or softball. That swing is beautiful and pure.
And that puts a man on for Derek Peterson, starting shortstop.
See what Derek can do right here.
He's going after the first one, gets under it. Eiler waiting there in left. Didn't have to move too much, makes the catch. And Toledo Firefighters will leave one on in the first. We're scoreless after one here at Fifth Third Field. At the top of the second inning, Nick Wismer leads off. He'll be followed by John Romstadt and Casey Wojo. And base hit through the left side. Nick Wismer gives Oregon Firefighters their first hit.
Yeah, that ball was hit really hard right past the third baseman. And you always like to get that leadoff man to start an inning. And Brad, we're scheduled to play 9 innings, but with the weather in the area, an early lead would benefit the Oregon Firefighters.
Absolutely. John Romstand hits one up the middle, base hit. And on that changeup, he did a great job staying back on that ball, and we get back-to-back singles.
You know, that's a good case right there. You called it really well. Even when your body's out in front of it, if your hands are back, you still got the power to hit that ball. And Romstadt did a good job, and I think we're going to have a pinch runner come in for him.
He's all excited about it as Casey Wojo goes after the first pitch, pops it up just past the edge of the infield, and the catch is made by Dominic Dieterlese.
Well, we do a lot of Mud Hens games, and we always say when you get the first 2 runners on in an inning, you got to score runs.
Here comes Clayton O'Brien. Bryan, the starting first baseman, watches the next one bounce in front of the plate. 2 runners on, 1 out. Hard hit to third, and that one deflects off the glove of the third baseman towards the line, and coming around is Nick Wismer. He will score, sliding into third. And we've got runners on the corners.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brad, I'm going to score that a base hit. That ball was hit really hard. He just couldn't quite get over and get that. And the Oregon Firefighters get the all-important first run of the game.
Here's Dustin Eiler. He's been busy in left to start this ball game. He'll go to left with this one, opposite field, bringing another run for the Oregon Firefighters. Coming in to score, that is Corey Schaefer, who was the pinch runner for John Romstand.
And Oregon has a quick 2-0 lead, still with runners on first and second with only 1 out.
And here's Kenny Adams. Runners at first and second. Adams on the ground. Backhanded play. Go to second for 1. Trying to turn 2. The throw a little bit wide. Goes to the Oregon dugout.
The runners should be given home plate, which will make it 3-0.
And they are clarifying, making sure everyone's on the same page, and this will make it 3-0. Bruce Johnson right on top of it. Not a bad effort there to try and turn 2.
No, it was a great job. The throw just went awry, and Oregon picks up the all-important third run.
A great turn there by Brody Henry there at third to get things started, but again, that throw just a little wide of the bag at first.
See what Mike Roberts can do right here.
So last batter in the order. The man in scoring position at second. On the ground to the second baseman, that's Dieterlese. Routine play to first for 3. And we've got an inning and a half in the books. Oregon Firefighters put 3 on the board. We'll see how Toledo Fire responds when we return. The bottom of the second inning. Toledo Fire back to plate. Here's Brody Henry. And has to step out of the way of the next pitch.
Yeah, Toledo Fire definitely wants to get some men on base and cut this 3-0 deficit.
High fly ball to left. Into the corner. And that ball lands in foul territory, and the catch unable to be made.
It's interesting. We've seen batters on both teams try to hit it as far as they can. They're not used to playing on a field that's this big, Brad, and there have been some routine flyouts. I think they're going to have to change their approach a little bit.
Brody Henry going to be followed by Colin Brennan and then Mike Paff. Right center, diving effort.
Wow.
What a grab. That's Jarrett Lerma.
Wow.
That ball dropped in a hurry, and Lerma, a great reaction to it.
Yeah, he broke in right away, had to leave his feet, made a great catch, came up and showed the umpire he had it, and that's a big first out. And Brad, the thing is, if that ball gets by him, that's probably an inside the park home run.
They get Colin Brennan. Brennan will take the first pitch too far inside. You get the momentum, obviously, putting 3 runs on the board in the top half of the inning, but then you build off that with that defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ball 4. Colin Brennan works a 1-out walk. And Mike Paff will come to the plate now. First walk allowed there by Romstadt.
Setting his defense. He's ready to come. And a strike.
Dominic Dieter-Lisi on deck. Here's your 2-2, and it's hit to left. They played him deep, and that ball drops in for a single.
Yeah, they really did. That ball was hit well, but I thought they are playing really deep just in front of the warning track.
Now, had been still as warm as it was about an hour and a half ago, that ball probably does travel a little bit longer, but things have cooled down a lot. Dominic Dieter-Lisi now. First pitch called a ball. That hit one more time, but you see just how far back Eiler was there and left.
Yeah, playing extremely deep.
That's respect right there.
Yeah, it is.
Dieter-Lisi rips it foul. Right to the bullpen. Mud Hens closed out today, closed out the series with Omaha. The victory in this one, taking final game of that series, final game of the season series too. Omaha and the Mud Hens meeting 18 times this year, 9 wins apiece.
That's pretty much, you can't get any closer. And 9,955 were in attendance today. The ballpark was packed.
So Mud Hens baseball and Elmo. Fly ball down the left field line, going to get out of play.
Brad, I know we talked a little bit off air. Elmo was signing autographs and taking pictures. I mean, the line had to be 200-300 deep. I mean, it didn't go down. That's just They're going to talk to see if he's out because he had a foul ball with 2 strikes. We'll have to confer. Apparently he's still alive. That's not an automatic out when you foul off a pitch. Making sure they got the count straight.
Peter Lisi waits. With 2 strikes, hit to short. Able to field it, and the throw over to first won't be in time. A great job there at short by Mike Holko just to gobble that ball up. He didn't field it cleanly, but he kept his body right there.
And that's the key thing. He kept it in front of him, got the sure out. They still had an opportunity, but the runner was just too quick. Dieter Lisi, he'll get a fielder's choice.
A man on third for Andy Vertelbeck. See if Toledo Fire can get a little 2-out damage here.
Yeah, they do not want to come away with no runs.
Vertelbeck, gets a piece of the first one.
And hit the catcher.
There's no catcher's gear on.
No. See, it comes back and hits him right in the head. And that wouldn't qualify for workman's compensation. There he is. He's tough. He's a firefighter. That didn't hurt him a bit.
Roberts was able to smile about it. Now with 2 strikes, taking the next pitch. Popped up.
Will he be able to get it?
Just into the dugout.
And the on-back batter didn't really get out of the way of him. He wasn't going to give him a direct path to the ball. I love it.
A little bit of gamesmanship.
Oh, absolutely. It started as a fun contest, but as this game goes on, they'll get more and more serious.
Called a ball. Big pitch right here. And it's called ball 4. That will load him up, and here comes Josh Close.
One swing of the bat, he could give the Toledo Firefighters the lead.
Second walk of the inning. Toledo Fire also has 1 hit in the inning from Mike Paff. They've got 14 batters in their order. And number 10 right here, Josh Close, takes outside.
Yeah, I've never batted in the 14th hole before. That one's inside. 3-1, it's got to be a good pitch. Would you take here? He did. It's full count. So something's going to happen right here.
How far back he's standing in the box. And he's going to pop one up. Shortstop back. That's Holka. And Toledo Fire is kept off the board in the second. They leave them loaded after a couple of walks and a base hit. Oregon Firefighters holding on to a 3-0 lead after 2. Well, Jarrett Lerma 0 for 1, flew out his first time up, but he also made a great catch in right center last inning. He's going to lift one down the left field line here. And back is the third baseman, Brody Henry, to make the catch.
Yeah, and if you're Oregon right now, any runs you can add on to that 3-0 lead, it's going to go a long way in this game. But, Brad, let me take a second and just say this. We get to cover a lot of baseball games, and we love it, and softball for that matter. These firefighters are courageous heroes. I couldn't imagine running into a house that's on fire. I would never want to do it. And the job they do to keep our city and the city of Oregon safe, they're to be commended.
Fly ball again, basically the same spot. This one into foul ground, and again, Brody Henry makes the catch.
Does a nice job. That bullpen can be tricky sometimes, but he did a good job, and quickly, 2 outs.
Mike Holka, a walk his first time up. He's the only base runner in the first inning for Oregon. Rolls it right back to the pitcher. Throw to first in plenty of time, and a 1-2-3 third inning. We go to the home half in a 3-0 ball game. Andrew Decker, the pitcher, leads off the bottom of the third.
Look at that picture on the scoreboard of him. I don't think that's him. I'll tell you what, he's done an awesome job on the mound throwing strikes.
It's not easy to get a 1-2-3 inning either like he did in the top of the third.
Well, pitchers aren't supposed to be able to hit, but this is a little different game. We'll see. He's got a full count.
And puts it on the ground to second.
He stopped running 3 steps out of the box.
Casey Wojo takes care of the out. And next up, this is Jake Baker. First pitch inside, hit to short, backhanded by Holka. His throw over, a long one, would have had him had it been able to hold on to that ball at first. But Jake Baker's aboard.
I'll tell you what, Holka showed some range there. That was, look at this replay. That ball was hit hard. He gets over there, sets himself, makes a good throw. I think that's probably, I'm a score to hit, but that probably should have been an out. We're in a generous mood tonight.
Here's Heath Jackson. First pitch a little bit outside.
See if they can pitch around that. You never want to give a team an extra out at any level or in any game.
Little looper over the third baseman, and we've got 2 aboard for Toledo Fire.
Here come Toledo Firefighters.
And next up is Matt Hendricks, Perrysburg High School alum, football player back in his days. And let me tell you, Bruce, he was built like a house back in high school days.
He still looks in pretty good shape.
See what he can do with 2 runners on. I played Little League with this guy.
Did you really?
I believe he was on the Seattle Mariners back in the Little League days.
Here you go. Perrysburg's had quite a few really good football players through the years.
Hit down the left field line.
Fall.
Will it stay in play? Yes, it will. Bases are loaded. Holding up at third is Jake Baker. Got Baker at third, Jackson at second, and Matt Hendricks now at first. And here comes Mike Reno.
Batting the 15th hole.
Mike Reno, another athletic young man, plays a ton of flag football. He's had a lot of success, too. Big-time bowler. Play a little pickleball as well. He goes after the first pitch, drives in a run. Might plate 2. Here comes Jackson. And Toledo Fire is within 1 on the 2 RBI single from Mike Reno.
The bottom part of the lineup doing damage. And Brad, go back to that play at first base. When they catch it, they would have 2 outs. It's really changed this inning's complexion.
Now the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second, and you get the top of the order with Cam Weber, who flew out to left his first time. You need something here, and you're going to get a fly ball to left. It's caught, and that's more than deep enough to bring in the runner from third. Matt Hendricks scores. Brand new ball game, and the go-ahead run moves to third with Reno, now with 2 outs.
Weber did his job. He tied this game up. Hit the ball hard and deep, but as we alluded to early, this is a big ballpark.
Now can Mark Stalker put Toledo Fire in front for the first time. Grounded out his first time on a great play at third. It's hit to short off the high hop. Halka has it. His throw over in time. Now Toledo Fire leave 1, but they also put 3 on the board, including a big 2 RBI single from Mike Reno. After 3, we're tied at 3. Well, pitching change for Toledo Fire. Mike Reno, who had a big 2 RBI hit last inning, now takes over.
Doing a little bit of everything.
First batter he's going to face is Jeff Ellis, who hit into a force out his first time up. It'll be Ellis, then Nick Wismer, followed by John Romstad. The line to center, base hit.
Nice job hitting the ball back where it came from. He's rewarded with a solid single.
Second time in 4 opportunities that Oregon Firefighters have gotten the leadoff man aboard. When they did that in the second inning, you remember that led to 3 runs on, 4 hits?
Yeah.
Nick Wismer singled his first time up. Going after the next pitch and popping up on the infield. It's going to be the second baseman to make the catch. Making the grab was Mark Stalker. Few defensive changes made between innings.
Hopefully the rain holds off and we continue to play softball. It's getting awful dark down here.
Next one hit up the middle. That's Romstad. He's 2 for 2.
Same thing he did last time. Just punched it right back up the middle.
Not how far you can hit it, not how hard you can hit it, just
Yep.
finding ways to get on base. And once again, it's going to be Corey Schaefer pinch running. Popped up. Shortstop's got it. A line down the right field line.
You're going to have to play at the plate, I think. No, he went into second with it.
And coming home, and the Oregon Firefighters have the lead back on the RBI, Zach McPherson.
That was the first guy we've seen take it the other way. Did a nice job.
McPherson was hitting in the spot of where Clayton O'Brien was. With 2 outs, lifted up the middle. Just have to step on the bag at second, and that will end the inning. Oregon Firefighters leave a couple on, but they do regain the lead. 3.5 complete. Oregon 4, Toledo 3. Jackson Lamb 1 for 1 with a single. Will lead off the bottom of the 4th. Took the first pitch too far inside. The next pitch, another ball.
Jackson Lamb's probably one of the guys that I know that could take it out of here if he gets the right pitch.
Well, he drives one deep towards Monroe Street. This one into foul ground.
Yeah.
Didn't quite make it to Monroe Street because of the netting and the fence there, but he just showed you what he can do.
This close, you can see him say, I'd be very careful with this pitch.
Hit hard down the left field line, but into the screen.
You can tell they want to come in on his hands. But if you miss, it's right in his wheelhouse.
John Romstad on for his 4th inning of work. We saw the pitching change was made on the Toledo Fire side last inning.
Yeah, Romstad's done a really nice job.
And Lamb, a good eye there. You could tell he wanted to do some damage with the
did.
bat, but he gets the leadoff walk instead.
That's being a team player right there.
Here's Derek Peterson. Flat out to left back in the 1st inning. Bounce that one in front of the plate.
Brad, did you ever play much softball?
I played in a tournament for a friend probably 10, 12 years ago. That's the last time.
I never really played softball. But I tell you, these guys, they know what they're doing. And I'm really impressed with Ronstadt on the mound, how he's got an idea where he wants to throw it. Got a full
Last pitch
count.
was called a strike. Next one to Peterson. He'll hit it high and deep to left center, but there to make the grab. Didn't catch it cleanly, but
No.
little smile afterwards.
And we might have a double play.
Tyler Dillon made the catch, and yes, there was a double play. Watch this one again.
Ball was hit. Jackson Lamb thought it was going to get over him, and that's good hand-eye coordination. Look at the smile on his face.
That grazed the glove and went right to the hand.
Quickly, 2 outs.
All right, Brody Henry. See if he can extend the inning. Lined right to the third baseman, able to knock it down, and the throw over will not get Henry. Just a bit off target.
Yeah.
It was ripped pretty well.
It was. And being in a terrible mood, I'm a scorer to hit. It knuckled a little bit at the end, stayed with it, made a good throw, just brought the first baseman off the base.
Now Colin Brennan walked his first time up. Toledo Fire looking for some 2-out damage, and Brennan loops one just over the second baseman and back to make the grab. And that's nice work there to track that ball down by Zach Bingham. Tying run left on base. 4 complete here at Fifth Third Field. Here's Kenny Adams.
Trying to get the fans all jacked up for his at-bat.
Adams takes a called strike on the outside corner. Second inning of work on the mound for Reno. Slow roller to third, a high throw. This one sails into the screen.
That one I'm going to have to give an error.
He's a generous guy, but he's not going to give all hits. He's Bruce Johnson.
Brad, I got to ask you one question here. When's the last time in any sporting event, baseball or softball, you've seen the catcher stand behind the umpire?
Can't recall. Probably never. Chance at 2. Stepping on second. Over to first. I'm going to say in time. Good job there. Recognition to step on the bag, not try and wait. Try and flip to the shortstop here. Obviously, the quicker play is get to the bag, turn, and fire a bullet to first in time.
Bang play, and the umpire got him. A double play.
It's your old 4-3 double play.
Yeah.
Little looper over the head of the shortstop and into left.
Nice hit right there. Good piece of hitting.
Corey Schaefer getting on. Now it's Austin Messinger. Messinger looks at the first pitch. Called a ball. Hit to short on a line. Good grab. And that ends the inning. So Toledo Fire staying within 1. 4-3 your score. Oregon 4, Toledo 3. Here's Mike Paff, 1 for 1 with a single. It was called a strike. Mike Paff did not agree.
No, he didn't like that, but
he'll hit one to third, and it gets by. Weismer tried to backhand it. Mike Paff's aboard for the second time.
here we go. Toledo Firefighters need that run to come back and tie it. And Brad, a guy we've seen a lot down here early in the season, Hao Yu Lee with a game-winning RBI for the Detroit Tigers today as they take 2 out of 3 in San Francisco. They're just 1 game out in the wild card and only 3 back in the division.
Dominic Dieter-Lisi at the plate, fouls one into the seats. That one up to the suite level and back down.
Fans got a souvenir. Sure that'll come back into play.
And what a job by Jackson Jobe in his return after over a year.
I think that was a
5 innings.
Shot of adrenaline into the Tigers pitching rotation.
Well, still plenty of excitement. A long way to go. We're not even mid-August yet. Dieter-Lisi down the third base line. That's going to put 2 on. And headed to third is Paff. He's in. Dieter-Lisi goes to second as the ball gets away coming in. First 2 batters aboard. You've got 2 in scoring position. And Toledo fire right here. 1 swing of the bat, and they could have their first lead tonight.
Love to see it.
Andy Vertle back. Walked his first time up. Vertle back. Left field. Deep enough to tie the game. The throw comes into third, and sliding in, Dieter-Lisi able to move up.
We're tied. We're back where we started.
Sac fly does its job and more.
They'd probably take another sac fly right here.
Well, that's Josh Close. Popped out to short back in the second inning. Close, high and deep to left. Catch is made. Here comes Dieter-Lisi. And Toledo Fire now leads 5-4. Back-to-back sacrifice flies.
Great job of hitting. They got the sacrifice flies, and those were legit 340-foot fly balls.
Now it's up to Andrew Decker with nobody on and 2 outs. Decker grounded out his first time.
Andrew Decker draws something in the dirt.
Decker pops one up. Left side of the infield. Third baseman's there. That's Wismer. Inning is over. Vertle back and Josh Close with back-to-back sacrifice flies. Toledo Fire in front for the first time tonight, 5-4 after 5. Sixth inning here at Fifth Third Field. Oregon Firefighters come to the plate trailing for the first time. First pitch lifted into left. Tying run is aboard. That's Mike Holka. Holka on base for the second time tonight. And now here's Jeff Ellis. Ellis has hit into a force, and he's singled. And watch the first pitch for a called strike. Next up is Nick Wismer. Fly to left, coming in on it.
Oh, he slipped.
Slipping and unable to make the catch. The throw in is high. All right, Josh Close coming in on that ball in left, then lost his footing, still almost made the grab. Watch this again. He's there, then kind of puts on the brakes.
And slips. Almost a great acrobatic catch. But right now, Oregon Firefighters have a chance to tie it up or take the lead this inning.
Left center. Catch is made, and both runners will hold. Much needed out there.
Absolutely. And I told you earlier, we seen what happened when they gave him an extra out, and now Oregon is going to get that extra out, and we'll see if they make the Toledo Firefighters pay for it.
And now batting is Phil Jimenez, his first at bat tonight. Next one to Jimenez, way outside, and he can walk to first with that one as they're loaded up. Zach Bingham to the plate. It's going to be a pinch runner at first. Out to run is Jarrett Lerma.
We'll see what they can do right here. Sac fly would be great, but a base hit would be even better.
Bingham into shallow left center down. And we're tied. RBI single, Zach Bingham.
Did a good job, wasted no time, got the first pitch, kind of hit it off the hands a little bit, but it found green grass, and we are tied. The bases are still loaded.
First pitch swinging. Shallow center. Back is the second baseman to make the grab, and the throw home. Not in time. Going to go to third. Off the glove. Now a chance to score another run. The throw home, no. Oregon Firefighters now lead 7-5.
Hey, I tell you what, it wasn't textbook, but it worked. And the crowd is loving it.
Watch this again.
Goes back, makes the catch, and it's going to be a play at the plate. And good hustle. They get one, then the wild throw.
A pop-up right side coming in. The first baseman gets there for the second out. Quick off his feet. That's Andy Vertelbeck. That is the second out. Toledo Fire thought that was the third out. The catch was not made there in left field earlier.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That is the third out of the inning. So Oregon Firefighters do respond. They lead at 7-5 as we get later into this ball game here at Fifth Third Field. That was the correct call at the end of the inning for 3 outs because you had a fly out to center, you had a little looper into shallow center that was caught, and then a little pop-up over to the first base side for the final out. Toledo Fire has some work to do here. They bring the tying run to the plate, down 7-5.
They got the all-important leadoff hitter on. We're going to have a pinch runner.
Too far inside.
Got the right idea. He wants to get in on his hands, just went a little too far inside.
And Phil Jimenez pitching, popped up. Shortstop is there, just into the grass to make the catch. That's Holka. And here comes Matt Hendricks, singled his first time up. He was part of that 3-run third inning for Toledo Fire, and Hendricks will pop it up again. This one on the infield. Shortstop there again. Holka has been a busy man tonight.
He's got good hands, you can tell that.
And a strong arm.
Yeah, he's played some ball at different levels.
Well, Mike Reno will try and keep this inning going. Reno finds a hole on the right side. Moving around second rather, headed for third, sliding in. That's close. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Reno's 2 for 2.
And right now, you want to score if you're Toledo Firefighters for a couple reasons. Obviously, they're trailing by 2, but the skies look very ominous. And who knows, this could be their last chance to tie the game.
Back-to-back balls.
He's got to come in here. Doesn't want to walk him loaded. Full count.
And Cam Weber finds some room up the middle. Toledo Fire going to pull to within 1. Reno heads for third. Runners on the corners. 2-out RBI for Cam Weber.
Good job of Reno getting to third base. Tying run.
And Mark Stalker has grounded out a couple of times today. What can he do here with 2 outs?
Yeah, you don't want to get Jackson Lamb back up to the plate if you can help it. Umpire had time. That's going to be a non-pitch.
Tying run at third. Go ahead run at first. Stalker to the left. On the run to the warning track, and the catch is made. Corey Schaefer covered some ground there to keep Oregon in front. He's got reason to celebrate there.
That was beautiful. That ball was tattooed. Full go. Knew right where he was at. Caught it just in front of the fence, and he should be excited. Look at that. Oh, the agony of defeat.
Oregon remains in front. All right, Dustin Eiler at the plate. Sees the first one bounce in. Andrew Decker on the mound.
Chokes up on the bat. You don't see that often in softball.
Popped up right on the bag at second. 1 out. With one out, loop to second. Easy grab there. That was one that Craig Duncan wanted back. He didn't get all that one, you could tell.
No, he was frustrated right when he hit it. Quickly, 2 outs.
Corey Schaefer made the catch that helped keep Oregon in front last inning. He'll ground one up the middle. Fielded cleanly. The throw to first, a bullet, and a 1-2-3 inning. Exactly what Toledo Fire needed in this one-run ball game.
Well, Brad, as we come back, I got to tell you, if I'm Jackson Lamb, I've got one thought right now, and that's trying to leave the yard and tie this game up.
He nearly did earlier, and he's been on base twice. First pitch of ball to Jackson Lamb, a single and a walk today. Takes the next pitch, pops it up in foul ground, and just past the dugout of the Toledo Mud Hens. Tonight, the Toledo Fire.
As we mentioned earlier, the Mud Hens were victorious today to close out the home series. They're having trouble getting the foul ball back in.
Hens will be back home on the 18th. They take on the Iowa Cubs. Right now headed down to Louisville after the day off tomorrow.
And Louisville's really been struggling as of late. They won today.
To third. Knocking it down, but not going to be in time to get Lamb. If he fields that ball cleanly, it's still going to be a close play.
Right.
Tying run aboard.
Again, I'm going to say it. Oregon Fire Department giving an extra out in this inning. We'll see if it comes back to hurt them.
Derek Peterson.
Ooh, that got the umpire in the mouth. I think he's going to be okay. Wasn't expecting that. And
Signaling
of course
that he's okay, but still going to need a minute here. In the air, center field. Catch is made, and that's going to send Lamb back to first. Here's Brody Henry. Henry a fly out and a single.
See L.J. Smith, who's coordinating this game, checking his phone, looking at weather radar, I'm sure.
Yeah, LT's got us covered.
LT's a great guy.
Fly ball left field. Catch is made. And again, that tying run has to stay at first. Now with 2 down. Colin Brennan.
Jimenez has done a nice job of kind of tying up these Toledo Firefighter hitters. That's a great photo on the scoreboard. And making contact with the softball. I know our fans at home can't see it. These guys are really enjoying themselves tonight, Brad. The smiles are all around.
We didn't know how things were going to play out with the conditions here tonight, but these guys have been able to get about 7 innings of ball in here.
Scheduled for 9.
It's been a back-and-forth game. Shallow center coming in and not able to get there in time. Lamb headed for third. The throw in. Off the hop, couldn't pick it up cleanly, and now 2 in scoring position. Heads up running there by Brennan to get to second. You have the tying run and the go-ahead run on base with 2 outs.
Pressure situation, and Mike Paff, who's really come through today for him. We'll see what he can do here.
Biggest at bat of the night right here.
With a little Blink 182 playing in the background.
Well done by you. I've been to a Blink 182 concert.
I have never seen him live. I'd love to.
I believe it was about 2 years ago. Saw him up at Little Caesars. Paff hits it to left. Back and unable to make the catch. It's over the head. That'll plate 2. Toledo Fire goes in front 8-7. What a timely hit with 2 outs from Mike Paff.
That ball was absolutely blasted. And there you see Kyle Leppemeyer, who's the grounds crew chief in the background behind the year-round. He's checking his weather radar, too.
And they might be just about ready to call this one. They know what's coming.
They do, and
here's a pop-up. Just past the shortstop position, unable to make the catch. Paff's going to score 9-7 Toledo Fire.
Yeah, it's going to lead to another run. And this game might be over right now because I thought I saw a lightning strike, and I think it is.
Yep, that is going to do it. The umpires are calling the teams off the field, and Toledo Fire gets it done. They came into this inning down 7-6. Mike Paff had the big 2 RBI hit to put him in front. Then they get a little insurance before this one is about to be called.
Yep, you see Kyle Leppelman right down there talking to the umpires. I think they're going to shake hands. And I'll tell you what, Brad, it was very enjoyable. And both these teams really showed out tonight. They played really high-level quality softball, and it was an enjoyable night for us. But I think for the fans and the players, it was even more enjoyable.
The Battle of the Badges here at Fifth Third Field. Toledo Fire takes it over the Oregon Firefighters local 4093. 9-7, your final. Toledo Fire comes from behind. That'll do it for Bruce Johnson. I'm Brad Woznicki. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the game.